I'm Billy Harris. You're hanging with Harris. We're at beautiful Osteria Mozza in Los Angeles. We're going to do our first wine tasting demo with managing partner David Rosoff. Come with me, we're going to drink some vino. We are at beautiful Osteria Mozza in Los Angeles with my very good friend David Rosoff. David, how are you?
I'm hanging with Harris.
You were hanging with Harris and it is long overdue.
Yes, it is.
So before we get into the wine, what brings you to this place in time right now? We've actually known each other a long time.
We have.
It's a Batali, Bastianich, Silverton place, but you are the managing partner. So how did you come into this family?
Well, I had known all three principals for quite some time.
Sure.
When I had heard word that this was happening, I thought, where else in the world, in the restaurant world,
Sure.
would I want to be but here?
Sure.
And 5 years later, here we are. It's been fantastic.
It is 5 years
It
already,
is
right?
indeed 5 years.
Now you're an LA guy, but you were living in New York too, doing the
What's
Del
New York?
Posto
Opened
thing.
Del Posto,
Right,
exactly,
right.
with Joe and Mario back there. Came here, we opened the pizzeria, the Osteria Mozza to go on the other side of the
A la
wall.
Familia, they just keep it together, right?
They do. You cannot leave.
Enough about them, let's drink some wine. What do we start with? How do we break the ice?
Well, the way to break the ice in Italian culture is, without question, Prosecco. A little bit less
light.
daunting and serious, a little bit more fun and
I
frivolous.
like that though, it's not daunting and serious, and let's have champagne.
No, it's less expensive. It's a great introduction. It's an aperitivo.
It's quite lovely.
Oh,
this is a particular one that
Well, this is Flor, is the name of this particular Prosecco, and Joe Bastianich, one of the owners of the restaurant,
Yep.
has a hand in this product. It's fantastic. We poured it at all the restaurants.
Yeah, it's really great.
And in the same way that we ask tables if they'd like to start with water,
Right.
we insist on starting with Prosecco.
Okay, so we're going to bump it up a notch. This
Right.
is how we start the meal, but we're going to go to my right. Where do we go from here on our wine journey?
Let's move to white. Typically, Italian white wines tend to be on the crisper, cleaner, lighter side.
Sure.
Very, very food friendly.
Okay.
Northeast of Italy, Friuli, a great source for wines of that type. Joe Bastianich, again, has a winery, family winery, that's
Okay.
from whence he has come is the Northeast, and the typical grape, the hometown grape there, is called Friulano. Great way to start. You could drink this all the way through, the fish, meat,
The
pork.
pasta, what is it? It's delicious.
Absolutely, you don't have to end up at red wine.
Right. We've warmed up with the Prosecco, moved to the Friulano.
Milano.
Now I can see it's time for the Manischewitz.
Ah, yes. Good eye.
I have a very good eye. Close to it though, right?
Not far off. Same philosophy. This is what most people think of when you say Chianti.
Yeah.
And for a good reason. Chianti has a black eye after so many years of
Sure.
bad winemaking and really inferior product. People trading on the name and making lousy wine, which sold because it was called Chianti. So this is not what is happening today.
Right.
I'm going to put this away.
Yeah, we're gonna put it way away.
Where you can't get to it.
Yeah, I don't want to get to it.
And this is this is the present state of Chianti here.
Sure.
Le Boncier is the name of the property. Giovanna Morganti, beautiful,
Is Chianti
wonderful person.
Is Chianti a region?
Chianti is a region.
Chianti is a region.
I'm glad you asked. In Tuscany.
Okay.
Geographically speaking, it is a region. The primary grape is Sangiovese.
Got it.
A lot of people that the name Sangiovese don't know the association with Chianti.
Right.
But it's one of the great wines in Italy. It's having a tremendous resurgence, and I happen to think it's one of the most versatile pairings for a menu, as broad as ours.
Sure. Okay, let's get drinking.
Enough of that.
Enough of that.
Again, get your nose in there.
I'm going to get my nose in there.
Because I think you're going to smell something that maybe to you is atypical for what you think of as Chianti, because this is, besides being a wonderful wine, it's grown and produced organically. And I think that you sense that this wine is alive in the glass. There's a lot
going on. That's what I was going to say.
Terribly complex wine. Black cherries, sandalwood,
Cherries.
violets.
See, it's funny. Once you hear someone that has the knowledge of yourself tell me that,
Then you
then I
smell
get it.
Yeah, it's a very elegant wine, but very, very complex. It's not heavy. It's not.
Not heavy.
You look at it, you see the color is not opaque.
Now, did you do that to look against the white background? Is that important?
Against the
I'm learning all
white
these
of our
things.
tablecloth.
See, we have not done a wine demo.
And I can see that this is not. It's not densely.
Yeah, it's not a real heavy, like a
opaque.
what type, like a.
Maybe a Syrah,
Like a
something.
Syrah.
But you could do the same thing with Sangiovese. It's all about winemaking.
But once again, if somebody like this and that's what they like to drink, you're not going to stop anyone. That's
absolutely
for sure.
not. And they can have this with whatever they want to have.
Can I have a little more, please?
Absolutely.
It's really
I'm
quite
here to
delicious.
serve.
The crew's all nodding their heads right now.
It's my pleasure.
And I think you should take a little refill on this as well.
I don't mind doing so.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really great wine.
Yeah, and we're not talking about a $300 bottle
No,
of wine.
no, very affordable.
David, in 3 years, we haven't had a wine demo, nor have we had a wine journey, which we've had tonight.
We have.
We have. We started off with a little Prosecco, wet the whistle a little bit, the palate. Then we moved to the Friulano. Then we bumped it up a notch, went to the Chianti Classico, and we got rid of all stereotypes of that bottle over there. Yeah, we're gonna put that to rest a little bit. This is a delicious wine. We thank you for spending time for us. When you're in Los Angeles, come to Osteria Mozza. It's good times.
Great
Cheers.
pleasure.
Thank you, David.